Yo, check it out. Alright, so I made a video earlier about Sumiteri and I started going down this rabbit hole, and then I didn't realize that the diamond's like way longer. So this is somewhat of a continuation, but let's actually, before this disappears, right? Yeah, there's a lot of things disappearing. But actually, her husband is Max Boot, which is quite interesting. They may still have pictures of them together. Alright, okay. At Ukraine meeting, okay, interesting. They're still doing a lot of this. He traveled to Ukraine apparently. Is your wife there? Your wife looks a little bit out of your league. Beyond Utopia is actually the movie that was done for about your wife. Doesn't about the full horror of North Korea. Why is Max interested in North Korea? Because actually, is she even his real wife? This is Max Boot right here. The corrosion of conservatism. Maybe he's conservative. Who knows? Okay. So Max Boot's actually early voting. Who do you vote for? Decency and sanity. Okay, so he's an anti-Trumper. We could see that. Interesting. And probably, I'm gonna guess. Maybe he's for it, right? Trumpification of conservatism. Does he? Okay, I wonder how it feels about Trump. Interesting. Let's see if there's any comments here. No, there's no comments. Okay. I can't see any of the comments. No. Okay. Interesting. Max Boot is actually, this is his wife, Sumiteri. His wife does not have his last name. I would say she's kind of out of his league, but a Trump free. Yeah, this guy's an anti-Trumper. Anti-Trumper conservative. Interesting. All right. So he's on the all the big shows. He's a big deal, I guess. The a devastating dissection of conservative degeneracy in America. Okay. He's on CNN tonight with all your favorite dweebs. Anyways, interesting. But interesting, his email's actually available. So I'm actually going to email him to ask him about what's going on with his wife right there, aka Sumiteri, right, who's being sued right now. Apparently they put up their home on and he had nothing to say. Okay, she was about last month. So when was his last post? July 16th. And then he kind of goes quiet, right? So he's supporting Ukraine, which seems like Democrats should be able to beat Trump. Instead, Democrats should have a nominee who's judged to serve another term by 74% of Americans. Yeah. Oh well, Israel wants the benefits of having military operate all over Gaza Strip, but it doesn't want to assume any of the onus and cost responsible for actually governing the Gaza Strip, as Gaza resembles a Mad Max hellscape. And Hamas is starting to rearm and reconstitute its forces. Interesting. Okay, so, Max Boot saying Biden's a disaster. He's visiting Israel. Is Max actually Israeli? I've been coming to Israel for a quarter century. Okay. I've never seen Israelis as gloomy as they are now. Okay, interesting. Did your wife like this? Where is Terry? Where is Sumiteri? When she's doing Korean stuff, you'd think you'd like it. Okay, let's see. U.S., Japanese, South Korean. Okay. Maybe she's invisible. I would understand. The U.S. Japanese South Korean relationship deepens as does Chinese threat. Okay. A pro-American trilateral alliance is the best possible answer to the menace posed by the anti-American trilateral alignment of China, Russia, and North Korea. But because the China-South Korean, Japanese, South Korean, U.S. relationship is so recent, might be parabolic changes of leadership in those countries. A new column from Sumiteri and me, based on our trip to Japan and South Korea. This is his wife is actually Sumiteri, and she's actually, I think they put up their home in response to. I also have my criticisms of this, and I'll be posting to this guy's thing, and I'll be also sending the email at the end, right? It's interesting that his email is actually available here. Interesting. We're going to pop him this, but actually we really want to spend this time because there's actually quite a few pages here. He's actually a senior fellow at the National Studies at Council for Foreign Relations, and his wife is actually part of the Council for Foreign Relations as well. His life and legend. Okay, so he's a big fan of Reagan, and it sounds like this is actually more of a CIA type of the ties going on. Where is your wife, bro? Did you take it all down in a hurry? What's going on? No, not really. It's kind of weird, right? Yeah. Kind of weird. Okay. Do you have a YouTube channel? Oh, you're hosting on your own site. Okay. Historian and best-selling author. Wow. Okay. In your $2 million home on the Upper West Side. Okay. Hey, man. I don't think. Where's your wife at, bro? Weird. Oh well. Anyways, your wife is actually, let's try this again, okay? What's her name? Sumi Terry? Let's take a look again, okay? Terry's skittish antics came after she and her husband, Max Buda, Washington Post national security columnist, put up their Tony Upper West Side Apartments collateral for her $500,000 personal recognizance bond as a condition of her release before trial. Yep. Okay, so this is I'm gonna email, see if we could let's get into this right here. This is actually how many pages? It's actually 30 pages, so this gets its own video. Let's just run through this. So Sumi Terry is a defendant who previously served as an employee of the CIA and a senior official of the White House National Security Council. Worked as an agent of the government of the Republic of Korea, also known as South Korea. At the direction of ROK government officials, Terry advocated ROK policy positions, including in published articles and during media appearances, disclosed non-public U.S. government information to ROK intelligence officers and facilitate access for ROK government officials to U.S. government officials. In return, she got luxury goods, high-priced dinners, and $37,000 in covert funding for a public policy program focused on Korean affairs that Terry controls. Despite engaging extensive actions foreign at the direction of ROK government officials, and notwithstanding her knowledge of the foreign agent direction of ROK government official registration requirement, Terry never registered as a foreign agent with the Attorney General as required by law. As she admitted in a volunteer interview with FBI in about 2022, she participated in a private off-the-record group meeting with the U.S. Secretary of State regarding the U.S. government policy towards North Korea. Immediately after the meeting, she met with South Korean intelligence handlers and passed notes from the meeting. And then she hosted a happy hour for congressional staff under the auspices of a think tank where she worked. Terry's handler, a happy hour for congressional staff. This is also something that leaped out at me. We're going to hear more about that later on. I did poke down, so thought this was its own video. Where Terry worked. Terry's handler attended the happy hour, which was paid for by the South Korea intelligence, posing as a diplomat, and mingled with congressional staff without disclosing that he was a South Korean intelligence officer. Interesting. The ROK government repeatedly rewarded Sumi Terry, the defendant, for her services. They gave her Dolce & Gabbana coat, a Bottega Veneta handbag, Louis Vuitton handbag. Yo, fuck all. Yo, what? Why is handbags costing $1,000? It's disgusting. Stop. Stop buying into that shit, please. I think less of you when you have these types of things. Some people think more of you. I think it's disgusting and shows your priorities in life. Yeah, that's just me, so. Are you getting this stuff because everybody else is getting it, or because you're really into handbags? Like, it's the dumbest shit. It's a status symbol. They took Terry to meals at upscale seafood restaurants, sushi restaurants, multiple restaurants with Michelin stars. They also offered to provide Terry with $37,000 and work with her a plan to mask the true source of these funds and deposit the funds into an unrestricted gift account that Terry controlled at the think tank where she worked. They paid her on multiple occasions to write articles in both U.S. and Korean press conveying ROK government-provided positions and phrases. Interesting. On at least 3 occasions between 2016 and 2022, Sumi Terry, the defendant, testified before the U.S. House of Representatives. She has high access. She's been on Fox, she's been on NBC, she's been on PBS. This is shown in the last video. So the fact of the matter is that this is weird as hell, yeah? She had CIA ties. You can't trust anything about this story from the beginning to the end. Even her indictment now might be a setup to try to gain her credibility in other circles. I don't trust her for a second from the beginning to the fucking end. Yeah? But, sniffing around. Let's see. Okay. Each time Terry, this is publicly filed information. Each time Terry, but you'll be shocked to find out that they cover up all the information of the groups that she's working for that should have been affected by, once again, we're going to see that later in the document, but the elites are not accountable. Each time Terry correctly answered that she was not an active registrant, demonstrating another thing, Terry's awareness of FARA and FARA's registration requirement. During this time period, Terry was in fact acting as an agent of the ROK without registering with the Attorney General. As a result, Congress did not have the opportunity to fairly evaluate Terry's testimony in light of her long-standing efforts for the ROK government and its intelligence service. Okay. So, apparently she was an agent, right? She was getting compensated for, was she writing? I examined those articles, and you can examine yourself. The Truth and Testimony. We're gonna take a look at some of these articles later on. We're gonna go through some of this. So, the articles I read did not really seem to. Maybe she had masked it very well, and hopefully in this case, I have not actually read through the whole document. I poked through a little bit, but I'm really interested to read this more in depth to find what their claims are, because in my initial readings of these documents, or watching some videos that she made, presentations, I did not see any obvious kind of like carrying of South Korean government, interests over the U.S. or anything like that. So she's a naturalized U.S. citizen who was born in Seoul and raised. I think she said she came when she was 12. She holds a PhD in international relations. Do not trust these these school agencies. Academia is highly corrupt. In about 2001 to 2011, this is actually 20 years ago, she served in positions in the U.S. government, including an analyst for East Asian issues for the CIA, director for Korean, Japan, and Oceanic Affairs for the NSC, the National Security Council, I think. Very high-level positions, right? Since leaving, she's worked at academic institutions and think tanks. They head, right, a think tank based in New York City, Think Tank 1, Think Tank 2, and Think Tank 3. They're hiding these groups. I've already identified them in other videos. In my previous video, it's not hard to find. They haven't really covered all this up. This is very good to do right now, because I swear to God, after I make this video, a lot of this information is going to straight up disappear. Okay? BBC has this story. CNN has this story. Ari Rang has this story. Oh, look at this. Here he has a Wikipedia. I've not looked at that yet. Let's take a look at this. Okay. Election education. From NYU. I didn't see NYU before. Weird. Keep that in mind. Is there anything about the indictment? Oh shit, it does have an indictment. Okay. Lee Walkowski. We also looked at this guy. And made mention that Terry upheld views as a scholar news analyst even when it would clash with Seoul's perspective. Yeah. That's what I kind of saw, so we're going to have to see, right? Yeah? But... Okay. Korean American Land Senior Fellowship at influential think tank, the Chosun Ilbo. This is probably the longest, the oldest active daily newspaper in South Korea, right? Yeah? I've seen that around, just being Korean American myself. Alright. Soon Terry Mashdashi is Asia Fellows, Council of Foreign Relations. She's in the highest, some CIA related stuff. Interesting enough too, there was another tie maybe between her and Christopher on watch the former video. Since leaving, they're protecting these think tanks right here. They've been identified. Each of these organizations possesses an independent policy and research organization. Does it say what organization she works for? Maybe this one. Director at the Hyundai Motor Korea Foundation Center, Korean History and Public Foundation Policy at Wilson Center. Also, Senior Fellow at the Center for Strategic and International Studies. She's definitely cited there. Where's the New York one? Columbia University's Weatherhead East Asian Institute. Bauer Group Asia. Okay, these are still all around here. Okay. 2008 CIA Foreign Language Award. Yep, she's getting awarded and shit. Now all of a sudden she's a spy. Yo, all her friends are also like, you know, spy retirees and stuff. And they're gonna, right? She should know about these laws and stuff. Let's see, okay. She acknowledged and admits that by she provided material to South Korean intelligence for transferring handwritten notes. Okay. To support the work of a scholar and news analyst for her independence and years of service to the United States. I could see that she was, you know, she sees. What are they really saying that we don't know, right? Yeah. She's the expert, right? What does the U.S. think about North Korea? Well, they think they're expendable and disposable, and they're planning on still, you know, covering up, right? Yeah, the issues that are going on there and shit like that. Probably. Now it is his spouse who's being charged. Oh, watching that. Boot also claimed Trump supported populist pro-Russian leaders in Europe, such as Viktor Orban in Hungary and Maine, Marie Le Pen in France, just the Russians did. That's right. This Washington Post guys, Max Boot, had attacked Donald Trump for being a Russian asset, but now his wife is being a secret agent for South Korea's intelligence agency. Yeah, that's kind of bad, bro. So we got his email right here. We're gonna write Max Boot, what's up, right? Yeah, it's kind of weird. And cucking is not inclusion; it's an insult, okay? But not against all interracial relationships. But it's just he also doesn't show her on his website, which is kind of fucking weird. And let's keep going here. So, all right. So now they don't name the handlers, which is also very weird, right? ROK government official, she met with this guy, not named herein. Why are they protecting these? Why are they protecting these officials? Why? Like, what kind of shit is this? Stupid, right? So she met multiple times with them, and it says that she identified, the defendant identified, Sue Mi Terry identified the handler as an intelligence officer. Yeah. Because that's who these diplomats are. Even I know this shit, okay? They had another handler, number 2, served as Minister Counsel for the ROK Embassy, and Sue Mi Terry identified handler 2 as the acting chief of station, meaning the highest ranking ROK intelligence officer stationed at the ROK Embassy. This should not be that hard to find out who this person is. I just want to see if we could just see who this is. Maybe I've seen them before. I wonder who this is. Also, why aren't the Republicans making a big deal of this right now? They could punch this guy, Max Boot, in the face. Right? He's a Trump hater. But they're keeping it controlled, and they're using Yeonmi Park and some other garbage. It's really weird. Former White House official. Who is this? Who's the guy at the, who's ROK intelligence at the ROK Embassy? Right? Okay? I don't have Sue Mi Terry there. I want to know, who is this ROK intelligence officer at the ROK Embassy? Let's type in ROK Embassy. Yes. Teddy Swims Jelly Roll? What the is this in the Republic of Korea, right? No. U.S. we want the Korean one in the U.S. Okay. Korean ROK Embassy in U.S. In New York. Who is your top official that's meeting? Maybe we'll see him in some pictures. They haven't hit it all up together. Do you have any screenings? Okay. Maybe this guy. Activities? Are there any pictures and stuff? I don't know, but we're gonna keep watching it. Okay, so Interesting. Okay. So their top level spies are here. As set forth, Sumi Terry identified them as the, come on, it's fucking obvious. Background on the Foreign Agents Registrations Act. Okay, FARA requires that people work as an agent or foreign principal to register with the Attorney General if he or she is engaging directly or through another person in types of conduct such as political activities, political consulting, public relations, public activities. So I guess I could see that, right? I think they're splitting hairs, but, she should have registered. Okay, so the purpose of FARA is to prevent covert influence by foreign principals, which include, as relevant here, the government of a foreign country. I think that her being arrested will also not be good for U.S. and South Korean relations. I mean, I guess they said that they warned her as well. We're going to see this in here. So, proper registration under the statute allows the U.S. government and the American people to evaluate the statements and activities of individuals who are serving as agents of foreign principals in light of their status as foreign agents. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Public and private audiences rely on the truthful disclosure of foreign agents under FARA. For example, witnesses who testify before the U.S. House of Representatives must complete a truth and testimony disclosure form that asks, among other things, whether witnesses are actually registered under FARA. But she said she wasn't when she really was, so this is actually, she portrayed herself as unbiased and independent, preventing Congress and the American public from fairly evaluating Terry's testimony as the testimony of an agent of the ROK government. I didn't really see that. Okay, so let's see where I want to see some more of these claims here. In about 2013, over 10 years ago, she reportedly met and communicated with NSA Handler 1. Wow, that's a long-ass time. And during all this time, she was out to on Fox News, PBS, right? Yeah, look at all this garbage. I swear to God, it's disgusting, yeah. Look at this. Ari Rang, oh, this is the being accused of. But, the Korea Society, right? Yeah, Beyond Utopia, the screening with all these other people, right? Korea in the world. Let's just type in Fox News. How about that? She was on Fox. We have to support the Ukraine, says Sumi Terry. This is actually, what does it have to do with Korea? Right, yeah? She's out here propping up U.S. propaganda. Right? Right or wrong? Sumi Terry, director of Hyundai Motor Korean Council on Foreign Relations, Woodrow Wilson Center. She's also on PBS, okay? PBS. Life Lessons Learned with Sumi Terry at the, Council on Foreign Relations. Where's the PBS shit? PBS. Former CIA analyst Sumi Terry dives deeper into the relationship between Korea and North Korea for global politics. Everywhere. Carnegie, right, Council for Ethics. This is one of her Washington, D.C. think tanks that's not mentioned in the document. Pretty sure, right, yeah? PBS, Fox News. When are these people on both platforms? Oh, she's also on MSNBC, just so you know, right, yeah? She's everywhere, okay? She's not, okay? Look, look at this right here, yeah? This is so sussy, okay? Who has access to everywhere? Come on. Like Yeonmi Park, you're not supposed to be on the left-wing stuff once you've been determined to be a right-wing plant, right? Unless, right, yeah, this controlled opposition. Anyways, this is a mad foul. 2013, Terry asked the handler for thoughts and material on the role of women for the peace and unification of Korea Peninsula in advance of a speech she intended to give involving female Korea experts. You mean women crossing the DMZ, that CIA plant organization? Yo, let me tell you, this is not a mystery, okay? Women DMs cross DMZ. They're trying. There's this is the one right here. Okay, tell you right now. There's not like a whole lot of organizations that's women organizations. This is as bad as the Puff Daddy shit, trying to hide someone who performed at the Super Bowl. Oh, is that Usher and shit like that? That's exactly what this is. Okay, Christine Ahn right here. Okay, I've also been. They're one white person, and then they got the Korean faces, right? This is some weird shit. Yeah, also married to a white guy, I'm almost sure, yeah. Okay? This is not legit, I'm telling you right here. Anyways, okay, let's get back to this. Okay, so. In advance of intended to give a speech with an upcoming involving female Korea experts. That's almost 100% women crossing DMZ. In response, NS Handler at 1 provided Terry with the outline of a speech on the topic. On or about, she picked up Terry in Manhattan in a vehicle with diplomatic plates registered to the Our Commission of the United Nations. And remember, diplomatic plates, you ain't got to park. You can park anywhere. You can break all kinds of laws. These people are above the law. This world elitist, freaking Michelin star dinner type of bull crap. You know what I mean? I hate them. For real. Assuming Terry, the defendant, told a colleague that the government was paying Terry. She told a colleague to write an article that would be published in the upcoming issue of an influential magazine published by Think Tank One. And she told this colleague, Terry told his colleague that Terry signed a contract with the ROK. Why would you tell him? I thought she's CIA. Maybe it was okay. Right? Yeah? Whatever. Okay. Shortly thereafter, that's why you cannot trust these organizations. They are not about, right? Yeah, the truth. They are about helping their rich, entitled friends, right? Yeah? Who also eat with them in Michelin-style restaurants, who get driven around in diplomatic vehicles, right? In limousines and shit. You know what I mean? It's disgusting. And a lot of people that look like you and me want to be one of them and selling out. You can't just trust someone because they're poor. But you can trust when people start getting excluded, and when those poor people have nothing negative to say because they can't step out of the line. Ooh boy, you know it's complete line. Oh, interesting. Korea. Okay, she published an article in Magazine One. Let's look it up right now. Okay, what is this Magazine One? Look at these people. They're trying to hide out. After I put this out, they're going to start hiding this. That's why we're documenting all this shit right now. It's ridiculous. What? I found this article before, but now it's disappearing? What? Let's look up more. Hold on a second. Why unifying the peninsula? Yeah, I want the whole thing. Yeah. Okay. Let's try it. Yeah, search Google. Yeah. Aha! JSTOR, and it's by the Council of Foreign Affairs. You gotta have a membership for these fuck bags, yeah? I tried to read this before, but it's part of their premium archives. You gotta have money, right? Yeah? This isn't for the poors, yeah? This is not for the poors, okay? This is for the elites that know better than you. And that they decide what you get to know and what you don't. It's fucking dumb. They're too lazy to clean all this up because they know there's so little interest in this shit. Anyways, let's keep exploring their high-tech foreign affairs. That's the one. That's the magazine right there that they don't want to name. I'm going to name them right now. Oh, yeah, fuck them. How about that? Fuck them. For real. Okay. This is not fucking rocket science. Okay, you want to hide these organs. Why are you protecting this fucking shitty fucking magazine that does not fucking, that emasculates the Asian American, the Korean American war movement, and, right, is actually publishing fucking lies supposedly printed by the Republic of Korea? Like, spies are literally like inserting. If you think she's the only spy inserting information into this organization, like, do you know how many good-looking ladies get to like work at these types of magazines? It's like all of it. That's all it is. That's all it's there. Let's look at your staff right here. Oh, I can't wait to see who's your staff. Daniel Stewart, Justin White. Okay. Hugh E. Fairbanks. Is she still there? That would be hilarious. Ethan Lee. Oh wow. Is that a guy? Wow. Ethan Josh Lee. Whoa. Okay. Please. Okay. Let me look for Sumi. Please let her still be here. That'd be hilarious. Oh, they got rid of her? That's a good idea. That's a good idea, okay? Alright. Anyways, she noticed the article by that she was a former analyst at the CIA senior research scholar at an academic institution, but she did not disclose that she'd been paid by the ROK government to write that article. Aha! Who actually was snitching on her, right? There's a lot of jailbaits who actually provide false testimony. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not, yeah? It's possible. The whole thing's dirty as hell. The defendant participated in a volunteer interview with FBI agents in Manhattan. That's 10 years ago. She became nervous, changed her speech pattern, began stuttering, shifting her seat. She admitted to meeting individuals who worked for the ROK, but initially she could not recall his name. After some time, now she remembers the name. The interviewing FBI agents told Terry that because of her status within the Korean policy expert community, the ROK intelligence might try to poach her again, including by offering to covertly pay for conferences regarding Korean policy. So that sounds reasonable, right? Like 10 years ago, And that's not, right. Yeah, like that's actually something I said earlier, right? Like she's someone who's influential. I mean, it makes sense that they would reach out to her, right? Yeah, like she's a mover and shaker, just to like she's like a renowned expert on the stuff, and she's also an American, so she would and had high level positions. Of course, she would be someone of interest, right? So I mean, it makes sense. But she was told, and she would glad to have contact with it by should such a situation arise. Aha. So now, she has testified before the House of Representatives Committee of Foreign Affairs. The hearing with North Korea's perpetual provocations on their dangerous escalatory nuclear test. In connection with her congressional testimony, as required by the rules of the House of Representatives, Terry signed. Truth and testimony are an act registering against the fair respect. She said no. Okay, this is in 2017 and 2022. This is pretty close. Okay, remember 2022 also, there's that, March, I think, right? Yeah, there was that, Kim Jong-un posted a video up of him, like, launching what looked like a nuclear weapon, so. I mean, yeah, that would get a lot of people worked up and nervous, right? Like, I definitely thought it was something to pay attention to. As described in more detail around this mid-December 2016, so we're going back in time again. They're sending text messages to facilitate access on behalf of the ROK government to an individual in the U.S. government, who at the time was widely reported to be a senior national security official for the incoming presidential administration. Terry also attempted to contact another individual when Terry described to ROK official as a finalist for another senior national security position for incoming presidential administration. So, look, like, I have people that, I have the email address for every single candidate running for U.S. Office. I have the email addresses for every single New York State City Council member, for every single New York State Assembly member. And when people work with me, right, and they'll say, oh, I'm working with people with disabilities, I say, you know what, I'm put this list in your hands. Oh, you're getting beat up by people that are beating you up in your own home? Let me put this list in your hands. And you could email these people and maybe get help. So it kind of makes sense to me, right? Like, she might know somebody and said, like, I'll send an email for you. Is that really, it's getting there, right? Yeah, like, if you're being compensated, then, then you're an agent, yeah. But if you're doing someone a favor, right, you happen to know some people, you had a high rank, I mean, it's getting dicey, so I understand where there might be some misunderstanding here, right? So, but she was told by the FBI, right, specifically like 10 years ago, like this is something of concern. Maybe she forgot, but it's kind of something you should remember. And once again, she has a lot of friends that are all in the CIA, right? Her husband's working for Council of Foreign Relations and all this other kind of stuff, right? Yeah. Chris An, right? Yeah. A dude who broke in to the, what did I say? Free Chris An. Okay, look at this. Okay, they haven't fixed this yet either. Okay, okay, this guy, right? In his spare time, what this guy does is he travels to Spain, breaks into the embassy, the North Korean embassy, and then he tries to break out people, right? Yeah, and now he's gonna possibly get extradited back to Spain, right? Yeah, this is where he thinks that the North Korean government will attempt to assassinate him. Wowzers! Sounds like CIA. And who's on his list of people that are Council of Foreign Relations, by the way, is also endorsing this guy, okay? And then by name, okay? I don't know. I just emailed this guy earlier today. He might already have been extradited. We're about to find out. But, actually, let me send this email also to, what's her name? Christine, no, Sumi, Terry's husband. Did they take it down already this fast? Thank God I got a screenshot earlier. Is she still on the thing? I sent it not too long ago, like literally moments ago. Has she already been removed? That would be amazing. Oh, it's there? Oh my God. This guy, okay, former Marine, seems like he's definitely CIA, right? Yeah? Yo, this is amazing. Wow. Okay. This is bizarre. This is too much, man. Yo, look at this. Okay, look at it. We're gonna send this to the husband right here. What is going on with Chris Hahn, bro? This is too weird, man. Where is this? Okay, here we go. Okay, where is this? Adam Schiff. I'm on all these people's emails. What is this? Okay. Max Boot. This guy's getting, okay, right to boot. I want to know, man. What's going on, bro? Okay, we're going to put that all together later, but right now let's go back to this thing over here. So, ROK official texted in 2016, I don't have an answer to my request to my meeting with U.S. Official 1. Do you know her well? I know her well, but not that well. I doubt I have much influence over decision making. Do you want me to try anyway? Could you send me details, exact request, bio, etc.? Okay, so they wanted to meet with the diplomat wanted to meet with some kind of U.S. official. Okay, so it doesn't sound, okay. Terry wrote that senior ROK MFA, what is MFA? Official asked you to stress the following points to incoming U.S. Official 1 if you happen to see her tonight. Terry responded, yes, but as I told you, she will turn it over to folks who handle South Korea. Okay, yeah, so, yeah. Look, I do with people that are, have wrongful convictions. They ask me to contact these officials, blah, 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 and I am telling the same things too, man. I'm like, they're just, they got other things going on, blah, 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 but okay. Yes, but as I told you, she will try to turn it over to folks who handle South Korea. Yeah, she's worrying about her re-election, all this stuff, does she even care? Okay. Terry continued, but as I told you, she might not be ready to talk substance. Yeah. Or ain't that God's truth? I will try to talk to her if I get to see her tonight. If she doesn't show up to the party, there's not much else I can do. We'll let you know if I hear back from incoming official U.S. 2, who is rumored to be a finalist to cover Asia from the NSC. Interesting. Later that evening, ROK official following up with Terry, writing, sorry for late night next. Sick, whatever. Have you met blank delegation wonders? What? Every Republican who was blank at the party but blank was not there. There are too many blanks, man. Every Republican who was. So maybe it's a Republican person. Okay, interesting. What is going on here, anyways? Less than 2 months later, on or about February 7th, Sumi Terry, 2017. Okay, it's not so long ago. Not so close, but not so far. The next year, okay. Less than 2 months later, okay, so it's, after that 2016 stuff. She testified before the U.S. House of Representatives, countering the North Korean threat, new steps in U.S. policy in connection with her congressional testimony. She again signed, are you a active registered under FARA? And she said no. Okay, but I guess there's a case there. Okay, so they're asking her to do favors. Is she getting paid? I mean, when does the $37,000 go in? That's what I want to know. So, right, yeah, but at this point, and his reward with luxury goods. Aha! So here, right, they have this. First of all, they're doing favors, so we start to have the favors, but now the favors are starting to be rewarded. Now we're getting into weird. Now this is the problem. Okay, so as described in further detail in late 2018-2019, she arranged a private meeting in Washington, D.C. at the request of NIS handlers, whom Terry contemporaneously described to Think Tank 2 as ROK. This triggers me every time I see this shit, for real. I'm just so pissed about this lack of transparency and disrespect to I'm a taxpayer. This is ridiculous, yeah. Well, am I a taxpayer? Unfortunately, I'm broke as shit, so I'm not paying taxes, but this is ridiculous, man. Look, I have no more money. I got my student loans killed me. The meeting was held under the auspices of Think Tank 2, where Terry was then employed, and was attended, among others, the director of the ROK NIS, a senior official from the U.S. Department of Defense, and a former senior CIA official. She's a former CIA official. She's a decorated former CIA senior official. Afterwards, the NIS handler to thank Terry for organizing the meeting, and 8 months later, gifted her a $3,000, coat and a $3,000 handbag. Okay, so that's months later. So should have sent it back. Don't take gifts from foreign nationals. How about that? Okay. On or about 2018, The defense spoke by phone with NIS handler 2. That same day, Terry emailed the head of Think Tank 2 that she had just received a call from South Carolina National Services because the director of RK was trying to DC would have an intimate roundtable with Think Tank 2. I mean, that makes sense, right? Yeah. They want to have access, okay? Stop kissing the ass of these academic, corrupt ass bullshit, okay? Korea Society, F them. Yo, Council of Foreign Relations, fuck. Yo, all these groups, nah, they're whack. They're whack. Oh my god. I can't stand them. They want in. I get it. They want to be at the big boys' table. But guess what? The big boys' table has already made the decision. Yeah? They decide that you do not qualify. Anyways. Okay, anyways. Well, she got up. She got to be somebody. Anyways, she has a powerful husband, right? Yeah. And over the course of the next 2 weeks, Terry and the handler discussed potential attendees by text message. Okay. And they was willing to name potential attendees to Seoul for review and approval. Okay. So, you know what? Like, if I was gonna have like the freaking president of Korea, right? Yeah, like, come on to my show. Then, and if I'd be like, well, what do you want to be happy, right? Like, what do you want to know about? Like, how could I help you? Like, what would you be? I would want to, keep everybody at the table, right? So, I could see where this is a little bit of a slippery slope here. I'm not really saying, once again, you should have turned away the handbag and the thought it was just a gift. You have friends that are like CIA agents. You should know it's not looking good. Yeah, so things continue on. Okay, this is 3 years later from the original contact. So they've spent time to develop a relationship. Yeah, interesting. On about 2019, she texted the defendant saying to pay a courtesy call to the head of Think Tank 2. Right? Yeah, all these freaking elitist assholes. Right? Yeah, acting chief of station is the title. In response, to use his diplomatic cover writing, ministry counselor is my... Ooh, okay. Who's a minister counselor? Interesting. Okay, this is interesting. We might be able to find... Okay, let me type in... Okay. Minister counselor, ROK. Embassy, New York City? Korea. Okay, let's see what pops up. Is it... Wakyobu. Okay. I don't know what that means. Oh, wow, look at all these pictures. Right? Oh, is that the guy? Oh my goodness. Is that the guy from Cagney? Are you part of the Korean... Whoa, wait a minute. Maybe this guy is actually connected to Korean intelligence. This guy right here. Uh-huh. Could be. This guy, I think... Wait, let me type in this South Korean thing again. Wait, who? Interesting. Do I recognize any of the faces here? I'm going to try to remember them, though. But I do think I know this guy. Consulate General. What is this? Oh, I think I remember this picture. I think this guy's the head of the whole thing. Who is this? This guy looks familiar. Who's this guy? Counts Korea Society. Oh, I can't stand them. This is a CIA op. I'm telling you right now. This is their meeting room. Look, I thought it would be bigger. One day I'm gonna get my ass up in there. We're gonna see what happens. The Korean War Veterans of Greater New York, Cagney, yeah. But there's a Veterans Association. Interesting. Freedom is not free. Interesting. Maybe I've seen this. Who's this guy? Maybe. I don't see it. Okay. I think I've seen this lady before somewhere. I'm not sure. She looks vaguely familiar. One of these could be the spy right here. Like, for real, right? This is the consulate general. Very interesting. I'm definitely following these people. Oh, they got a phone number? Wow. Okay. Interesting. I am... Look at these schmancy, with their disgusting ass plates and their fancy cups. That doesn't mean you made the big time. It means that, you know, kind of weird. Oh, wait. Was that the president? No, okay. Let me just go back. I think that's not the president of Korea, is it? Wait, did I mistake it from the other one? I'm pretty sure I wouldn't make that mistake. Maybe, who knows? Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think I mistook him for them. Let me look up Cagney right quick, okay, Cagney. Let's just go to the website. How about that? Yeah? Yeah, where's all the money for this gala coming from? Man, y'all are mad. Yeah, networking event. Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, Robust Technologies. Disgusting, yeah? Come on, man. Come on, man. Okay, who are these? Where is the president? Oh, it's all in Korean. About. Yeah, let's see about. Okay. Gallery. Learn Korean contacts. I called them actually. So weird. Whatever. Gallery. Whatever. Aha! Yo, is this the same guy right here? Look at this guy. Is it this guy? I think it's... doesn't it look like the same guy? I think it's the same guy. That's what's up, yeah? And guess who else is here? Saifon freaking Kim. Yeah, I'll tell you right now. Anyways, let's... Is that Grace Meng? Oh, Andy Kim? No. John Liu? No. All these people can't talk to me. Sandra Ung. This is the Manhattan Borough President. Oh, disgusting. Yeah. Congratulatory remarks. At their fancy schmancy ass hoity-toity dinners, Michelin star garbage, get out of here. Okay, let's go back to here. Okay, so Minister Counselor. We're gonna find who his Minister Counselor is. They're probably on that picture. I'll explain my role if I meet him. Okay, sure. They emailed Think Tank 2. Just name these fucking think tanks. So disgusting. I've been working with this Minister Counselor, this spy, who said he would like to pay a 5-minute courtesy call this week if you have time. Email the head of Think Tank 2. Okay, so they're emailing, Terry's emailing her think tank, and she's connected. She's big cheese there. She's make presentations. She's like a worker there, so, you know, she's making the relationships there. Okay. They harbored a private meeting that Terry organized at the handler's request. Interesting. And this would be the think tank hosted the private meeting. Okay. The director of the ROKNS, other ROKNS officials attend the meeting with several current and former senior U.S. national security officials. Wait. Is this actually... Maybe we could actually find this actual meeting itself. Whoa, wait, what? When was this? January 2019? Oh my god, 2019. Okay, let's take a look at this. Let it be Korea Society. Oh my god, I hate him so bad. Let it be Korea Society. Let it be Korea Society. Please, God. Yeah, I hate them so bad. Yeah. Ignoring me all the time. Playing their little stupid Axis games. Yo, fuck Korea Society. I pray to God it's you. I pray to God it's you, whack-ass fakes. What was that? January 15th, 2019? Oh my god, I pray and pray for your downfall. How about that? I pray like a motherfucker. Where are you at? Where are you? Oh my god, it's disgusting. Okay, January. Okay, videos. Sort by latest. Not all of them are going to pop up. That's another disgusting thing. There's a lot of manipulation. January 2019, because that's going to be 3 years ago. So it should be... Oh, you know what would be faster if I find what's her name? What's her name again? Sue Me? 6 months ago, 5 years ago, 2019. Let it be. Let it be. 5 years? 11 years? Okay. Is this the one? It could be the other one. I could look those up. Yeah, I don't think this is, it could be.
An atomic scientist had moved the, time is not, there's FFVD.
There's also the other one. Okay. What is this? Sue Me Terry, okay. I think the Wikipedia had the list of her stuff. Yo, this is how sad this shit is, right? This is how irrelevant Korean Americans are. Okay. Listen, this is my life. Fuck it, let's go. Yeah, this one right here, okay. Do you have a YouTube page? Did you film in any way? Let's take a look. Let's subscribe to this one right here. The Gray Zone. Oh, I'm telling you, fuck the Gray Zone too, yeah? And that guy, what's his name? That orange head guy? That ginger? The Gray Zone? Yeah, they're whack too. Yeah, I'm telling you right now. So let's see. Sue Me Terry. I'm going to let it be 5 years ago. Was it 2019? Oh, you suckers. Look, it's all there. Oh, my, you disgusting ass, freaking slow ass, freaking dumb ass motherfuckers. What year was this? Think Tank 2. Oh my god. Think Tank 2, January 15, 2019. January 15, 2019. Let it be, please. God, 2019. That's 5 years ago, right? We're on 5 years ago. Aha! Hopefully let it be. Okay. 2019. Okay, so we need to be a little bit further back. We need to be like 4 years ago. January 15th, 2019. Okay. Can I do it? Okay. Ooh. Could be this one.
Thank you for coming.
I
don't know how.
Jan 9, 2019. Ooh, that's real close. On or about Jan 15. Ooh, look at this right here. Listen, Japanese Foreign Affairs is here. Liberal Hayashi. These are Japanese people. These are not Koreans. Koreans are not here. This is not the... Okay, I don't think this is the one. Victor Cha. Two years ago. Wait, who is this guy?
The year-ender or the beginning of the year Asian survey pieces on North Korea.
If I email these people, I guarantee they're not going to email me back. But we're going to stay up for the end of the program. But interesting. Okay, so I would suspect 5 years ago, Schaefer. Is she part of this one? No. It would be more about Korean related. 5 years ago, 3 years ago. Is there a way to sort this by year? $8 years ago, 3 years ago. It might be this one. It's just there might be another one. CSIS Korea Chair 10-year anniversary celebration. Okay, this
Honored to, on behalf of CSIS and the Korea Chair, offer a most sincere thank you and welcome to
University of Brussels.
Say that for Brooks, but go ahead.
there's not really Koreans there, so okay. Mr. Cha. Okay. You're a spy, bro. Okay, anyways. 10 the media of several current and former senior U.S. national security officials. Okay, I didn't see that. This might be a private meeting. Okay, it said private meeting, but they're gathering together. The U.S. attendees include a high-level U.S. Department of Defense official and former high-ranking U.S. intelligence official later told FBI agents that he considered the meeting to be highly abnormal and could not think of another instance in which he was invited to a think tank to meet a current head of foreign intelligence service. At the meeting, the director of ROK NIS delivered remarks to the U.S. officials on North Korea policy, including the relationship between the leaders of the United States and North Korea. Okay. I think it's interesting. I mean, the head of intelligence, I guess we I just want to talk to everybody, really, right? Yeah, look, I'm talking to people, they look real weird to me. This Chris On guy, who's going on their freaking vacation to break into the Spanish embassy? It's ridiculous. Anyways, then in 2019, they bought her a $3,000 coat. The purchase was charged to the credit card and consistent with the diplomatic status was charged no sales tax. It was registered in the store file to the account of Terry. What? Oh, because when they buy this stupid stuff, I guess, they register. Then she returned the coat and purchased another coat, paying $4,000. Why are you wearing clothes worth $4,000? You disgusting. It's disgusting, yeah? You're $4,000. Ridiculous. And then they bought a $3,000 handbag, okay. Charged to the handler's credit card, whose face has been blurred. Why? Should identify these people. Stop covering up. What is this? We're going to take all the criminals, we're going to hide their names except for the one person we want to get, who's Sue Me Terry. Store surveillance footage, paying for the handbag alongside Terry, and Terry walking away from the cash register carrying the purchased handbag. Oh, look. Yo, there's pictures. Wow, this is amazing. Oh, this is amazing. Fuck these handbag stores. Okay. Responsibilities of the primary handler for Sumi Terry, and we're going to private virtual workshop attended by U.S. government officials, non-government leaders, and ROK government officials, including NIS Handler 3. Then purchased luxury goods and meals, including a $3,500 designer handbag for Terry. Okay. In about August 2020, the handler completed his 3-year assignment as minister counselor. Okay. And then he was replaced. And then the Terry had a... Okay, 2's replaced. So is 3 the replacement? Who's 3? Okay. Including NS Handler 3. Okay, so... Okay. NS Handler 3 is actually me in 2020. And the NS Handler 2 successor. Okay. So, okay, Handler 3. There's a new handler. Okay. 2 pays the bill. 3 travels by taxi to a bar. What are you going to a bar for? Aren't you a married woman? Yo, fuck the bar. Terry later left the bar carrying a great gift bag, which they brought to the Greek restaurant earlier. Okay. Isn't that nice? Oh, wait, it's not that blurred that much. Wait. Okay. A younger guy, huh? It's not Saifon Kim, is it? No, they're Koreans. The handler 2 is an old guy with white hair. Oh, this... See? Okay, let's... Wow. Oh, is it this guy? Or is it this guy? Yo, are you kidding me? Yo, look at this back head. First of all, look at the back of his head, first of all, okay? What's the back of this guy's head looking like? You gotta... Is this one of the moon face heads? Okay? Look at that right there. Close-pinned ears, okay, on the left side. And then we got this kind of, Look at this. Close-pinned ear on the left side. Right? I don't think it's this close-pinned. Look at this guy's ear right here. Yeah? Is this handler number 2? Could be. Do you see any other white-haired Koreans running around? I don't. Yo, come on. Stupid, man. This guy's hair is different, right? I don't think it's his hair is more shaggy. It might just be his haircut, but it just is this hair more like it's thinning and it's kind of like this guy over here just looks more. It just seems. It might be this guy. His ear also looks close, but for some reason his hair. There's a part there. It just seems more full to me. It's just me though. Could be this guy. His ear looks kind of close. Now his ear looks like it's poking out a little bit. I don't know. If I had to guess, just from the pictures that I've seen so far, I like that first guy the most for this. And who's that young guy with that stylish ass haircut? Oh, wait, was it this guy? Yo, look at this guy right here. Wait a minute, okay. See this young looking head with this kind of like, is his hair poking up right there? He looks like a younger, skinnier guy. Maybe? I don't really, it could be. Nah, there's too much hair there. Nah, it's not him. Maybe? He looks a little bigger. I just don't think it really... He got that little hair thing going on though, right? Yeah, look, we could just play all day, but... Okay, I don't want to take forever with this. No, I don't think it's him. I just feel like his face is different from this, right? I just think even with blurring, like, I just think that his face is... I think this is more like a Saifon Kim looking individual. Let's go back to Saifon Kim. I don't think Saifon Kim is actually, right, doing all this stuff, but he's got more of this kind of look, yeah? Okay? He looks more like this. I don't think this is Saifon Kim, though, but I think he's more of that kind of a looking guy. Not like this, okay? This guy's too... I don't think it's him. Anyways, yeah, so interesting, whatever, okay. This guy? Hard to tell. Anyway, let's go back to over here. Okay. On about November 30th, 2020, the defendant hosted a private invitation-only virtual workshop called The Outlook for North Korea's... Okay, let's take a look at this one right here. Hosted again... Oh, Think Tank 2. We're about to find out who Think Tank 2 is right now. Oh my god, these people are so fucking dumb. Yes, it is them! Oh my god! Yo, it's them right there! Oh my god, this is not hard to tell. Oh my god, it's hilarious. Think Tank 2. Think Tank 2 equals this bullshit. Now we know for sure. Thank god. I'm tired of this stupid... Yo, I had my suspicions, right? I'm telling you. The Center for Strategic and International Studies. This is them. Right here. They have not... This happened like a month ago. They have not cleaned up all this information yet. Sloppy. Anyways, let's keep going on. Senior leaders at private companies, not-profit organizations, think tanks, basically the not-for-profit industrial complex. Okay, minister, counselor, okay, whatever. $3,500 Louis Vuitton bag from a store in D.C. Look at this. We have another picture here, right, of this guy here, right, paying with a credit card. More pictures. Gotta love it. With the designer handbags. Oh my god, disgusting. It's not worth it. Why? So other people say, wow, look at that bag. Wow, you're so rich. Wow, you're so powerful. Fuck that. Pay the restaurant bill. Okay. Between blah, 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 the defendant continued to dine at upscale restaurants. And then a Michelin star sushi restaurant in D.C. Then other sushi restaurants. Upscale Italian food. You know, the drug industry also does this with drug reps, right? Yeah? They wine and dine the doctors to get them to sell the drugs, and it's fucked up. It's corruption. It's not good, yeah? And they tell themselves they're not going to misuse that influence. And then we have the opiate crisis. There you go. Alright, so on 2022, attended a private meeting with the U.S. Secretary of State. Okay. at a State Department of State. Who was the Secretary of State at that time? Secretary of State. Probably still Secretary of State, right? Anthony Blinken? Okay, so she's meeting with Blinken. Okay, interesting. Why don't they just say so? Okay. I think it's Blinken. We're going to see. Okay, maybe he was fired. I don't know. There's a lot of... From... Security advisor. What is this? Movement. Okay, so he's confirmed on 2021. Is he still in office now? Yeah, so he's actually the acting U.S. Secretary of State right now. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Mike Pompeo's before him. Interesting. Okay, so this is Blinken. Interesting. Provide the U.S. Secretary of State with the opportunity to engage with policy experts on North Korean issues in a discreet setting. The only attendance at the meeting was Secretary of State, the State Department staff, and 5 Korean policy experts invited by the State Department, one of whom was Terry. That makes sense because she's, CIA, blah, 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 all this other stuff. The meeting was off the record, meaning the experts were expected not to disclose the meeting to external parties, including foreign governments. But immediately after the event ended, she was picked up by the, with diplomatic plates, so I don't think they were really trying to hide it. They photographed 2 pages of handwritten notes she took from her meeting, and she released this information. So that's actually, how did they get these pictures anyways, right? Yeah, maybe she was interesting, though. As described in more detail below in or about blah, 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 the defendant organized an event for staff members of various congressional offices that was undisclosed by Terry and to be hosted by her South Korean handler. Okay. Shortly after the ROK Intelligence Service provided Terry's think tank program with $11,000. The funds were deposited in a restricted gift account that Terry controlled in a manner designed to conceal the true source of the funds, the ROK NIS from Think Tank 3. Okay, we know which Think Tank 2 is. We're not sure about Think Tank 3, but, In or about May 2022, the ROK Embassy, that South Korean government in the United States, provided a check in the amount of $11,000 to Think Tank 3, where assuming Terry was then working. And then the check was added to an unrestricted gifts account of a program that Terry directed. And she had control over the expenditure of unrestricted gift funds. The check was issued by the ROK Embassy. The funds were in fact provided by ROK Intelligence at the intelligence direction for Terry's benefit. Okay. So what does she do with these funds? I want to know. Or deposit unrestricted account over which the Terry had control. And I'm wondering, okay, so are you an active? And then she said no. Are you active? Well, she never registered, right? So that was true, no. But was she acting as an agent? It kind of looks like maybe she was, maybe, right? Yeah, so she's getting compensated. She's being treated like a friend. Okay? Don't trust this. Don't trust nobody. That's what becomes weak about these people, right? Yeah? Poor people know you cannot trust anybody. But rich people start to believe that they're special. They start to believe that they're friends. They start to believe they're part of the fucking in crowd and all this other garbage because they have the same handbag, so people must like them. Yeah, no, you're wrong. You're wrong. While the happy hour was not nominally hosted by the ROK Embassy in the United States, the event was in fact funded by ROK, NIS, and attended by this handler, among other ROK intelligence officials. So they're getting all around her and stuff, which is known to spot to assess. So, interesting. Okay. Oh my gosh. Terry later told FBI agents that she was aware of the practice of spot and assess. What is this? Okay. This event allowed ROK officials to identify, evaluate, and potentially recruit congressional staff who they would otherwise would not have been able to access, which is known in intelligence operations practice of spot and assess. So she brought these staff members around so the intelligence can meet them and see, if they're going to be productive for them later on. I think I've probably been a part of Spot and Assess, probably, and it probably was deemed as unusable material because I have my own ideas. So, they're probably trying to handle me in some ways, but oh well. Listen, I'm just gonna do all kinds of crazy shit like this. Yeah, better make your distance now, right? Yeah, whatever. So Terry later told us she was aware of this procedure and that providing the handler with access to congressional task was like bringing the wolf in. What? So that means that she basically is admitting that she knows that this could be harmful. Yeah, it seems the staff members got gift bags with tumblers and pamphlets with the logo of the ROK Embassy. Yeti brand tumblers. They're selling out for cups, for water bottles. At the end of the happy hour, one of the ROK intelligence officers at company NSA handler paid the bill. She did not disclose to congressional staff members about the event that intelligence officers plan to attend. Interesting. After providing the ROK Embassy, so they said that's Korea stuff related, but it doesn't say Korean intelligence. I would assume they were involved, but okay. After providing the ROK-NS with secret access to congressional staff, they continued to meet for upscale meals, okay, and then they had a private meeting in Michelin restaurants again. Okay, indeed, during the dinner, Terry texted herself some talking points that the handler, after dinner, she was presented with talking points on North Korean policy, which she repeated media appearances. What are these? Okay. Ooh, okay, let's see, now this is good right here, okay. Indeed, during the dinner, Terry texted herself some talking points that the handler dictated to her, including solid fuel engine will be mastered, and policy extended deterrence. Yo, I just went to a thing with, what was it called again? What is it called, that large grassroots thing? That, Peace Action? Where they were talking about nuclear deterrence, I swear to God. You can see that on my channel. I literally just went to a meeting talking about the deterrence thing. Yeah? They probably infiltrated. All the people there is like, oh, Jill Stein, shut the yeah. Terry then echoed these talking points in the public messaging. As further described below, that disclosing the points were provided by our ROK intelligence officer. Well, okay. Yeah, like, how do you know this, right? Yeah, like, but then there's, like, everything about it is weird. Like, that NK News thing, like, I don't trust that either. I wrote to them, I was like, what are you guys all about? Look at this thing, right, yeah? NK Pro. Oh, what the? What is this? They, what? Okay. What the U.S. charges against them means for North Korea policymakers. Yeah, interesting. I do wonder. But it must be just the tip of the iceberg. Let's see. I do wonder what they have to say about this. What? The ultimate resource for professionals working on North Korea. What professionals are working in North Korea, man? Unique data sets. Yo, y'all real weird. Like, this is just some real weird ass stuff to me. Like, it seems so odd. This organization seems weird to me. Yoon government blames Moon for the indictment of North Korea expert. Yoon blames Moon. What is this? Who's Moon? Yoon? What? Oh, so they were... That's right, multiple administrations. This is a long-ass time. So when they say representing the South Korean government, the government did not stay the same. So how is she really, right? Like, what is the government? Who is the government? Claims predecessor installed inept spies. Though influence ops allegedly took place under Yoon too. Okay, that's not looking good. Who is this? Park Jin. Ooh! Is this... Wait. The white hair? No. Okay. The left ear, because this is Salt and Pepper, right? Yeah? But the other one had, like, just all white hair. So I thought this might have been operative number 2. Okay, anyways, look, this is quite the rabbit hole. Alright. For example, Sumi Terry, the defendant North Korea, recently conducted a solid fuel engine test while Kim Jong-un was observing personally. Possible, right? I mean, somehow these people, this North NK News, they're supposedly the source. I went to their site, and then they were, how North Korean textbooks indoctrinating support for regime. Where are they getting this stuff? And they were pulling. I have a video earlier. They know the gas prices in Korea. Like, how do they know these things? North Korean use Google Chrome extensions to researchers' emails? What? Who got this picture of Kim Jong-un from this thing, right? Yeah, and you could see, like, the countryside and all. It's just very interesting. Right? Like, this is all, right, new activity. They're watching from the satellites. Super interesting, man. I want to see those prisons, because those camps, right? Those people, you can see cars. We should technically be able to see some of the prisoners. I mean, I heard about those camps. Sound horrible, man. I don't know. I'm not trying to go to Korea, man. It's crazy. It sounds dangerous. It sounds scary. North Korean demands officials prepare for monsoon rains. So they're watching North Korean media, I guess. Why report North Korea execute kids for watching K-drama demands skepticism? Who's Gabriela Bernal? PhD from the University of North Korean Studies? There's a University of North Korean Studies? What? Have you ever heard of this? What is this? You know, just really weird, right? I'm gonna ask her to come on my show. Yeah, you think she's gonna respond? I already wrote to North Korean News. They never responded to me. I documented it too. Okay. Anyways, okay. Extended deterrence. Okay, whatever. So, then Sumi Terry was conducted a solid fuel engine test. Okay, so the Handler 3 explained that the reason I think it could be dangerous is that liquid fuel takes hours to do injection, which takes more time to launch, and is vulnerable to U.S. monitoring and even preemptive strike. I think the people who are living in South Korea are the most motivated to really stop doing. Probably would know what's going on. I mean, I understand that, right? The intelligence might, like South Korean intelligence, might try to inject their own information, which might be true or might try to manipulate. That's also something to be watched for, concerning, right? But I mean, if North Korea's intelligence guy is telling me that North Koreans have like access to like solid fuel rockets, or I mean, I might look it up. But who am I gonna look it up with? These people, this NK News people? You mean AKA probably CIA? Why does Anton Sokolin give a shit about North Korea? He worked at Reuters, TASS, and the Korea Trade Promotion Corporation. Like, does NK Pro have any Korean Americans? Like, next. I said, okay. They're all by Gabriela Bernal. I wasn't trying to go to, let me go to the next 3. I'm not trying, okay. Chad O'Carroll. Do they have any Korean American writers at all? Like what? Shrevis Reddy? Collins Werko? NK News based in Seoul? BBC Monitoring? What is this guy, like 009 or some crap? Collins Werko? International Security and Foreign Policy from Yonsei University? who are these people and why are none of them Korean? Like, you see, like, a lot of Koreans, right, like, are interested, like, in what's going on in Korea because, you know, and you'd think maybe they don't want to be revealed, right, because maybe, like, people who are ethnically Korean could, like, more easily, like, you know, shame on the amateur spy agents, they could more easily, like, you know, blend in, I guess, right? Is she an amateur? She formerly worked for the CIA and the White House. Amateur? What? Yeah, okay. Former CIA analyst. No, not just analyst, high ranking, right? And White House advisor was arrested. Lehman says she was working with NIA and it's okay, blah, 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 blah. Robert Kim, the class spy she's involved standoff. Okay. Making amends. The government must do it itself to prevent the affair from damaging the alliance. It must explain itself fully and apologize if necessary. Okay. June Ang Daily. I don't know what this is. Okay, interesting. Alright. Crucial new capability because solid fuel rockets can be fired more quickly than liquid fuel ones are hard to detect and preempt and so on. Okay, I don't know if any of this is true. It's worth looking into. I don't know. Yeah. As another example, during their Sumitari, that is this so what is this? What does the South Korea gain from this? Right, like North Korea has a solid fuel engine test. Maybe they're trying to warn the U.S. that North Korea has, like, I don't really see. I do see that I do see a potential problem here, right? I do see this is not necessarily cool, right? But also, do you want to know this information? Or do you want to not know, right? If someone's saying that North Korea has like solid fuel that somehow is like an advantage, right? Yeah, it's worth looking into. Did she say this publicly? Let's see. In her public messaging. Okay, so. You know, also there's something called source information here where people like forget where they hear the information from. But okay. As another example, the handler told Sue that in departure from the policy of predecessor administration, right? Yeah, exactly. The things change. Wants to strengthen extended deterrence. Okay. So the new government wants to you know, strengthen. I personally just, like, you know, when Korean Americans get treated like shit and our issues are ignored and we gotta deal with all this interference, it's fucking stupid. Handler 3 elaborated that South Korea is now pursuing a regular deployment of U.S. strategic assets. Okay, so South Korea wants to have more U.S. protection around. Okay. So Terry echoed the handlers by asking that the U.S. rotate more nuclear-capable West systems into South Korea. Now, Terry said the Koreans are saying they want to refuse to collectively establish some sort of joint, you know, strength and extended deterrence that's more credible, stronger. Okay, so now this over here, right? Yeah, now. If you ramp up, right, like U.S. like involvement, like with, at this time though, like, you know, by this time, like 2022, I believe, right, January 2023. At this point, Kim Jong Un is already saying, because 22 is when he like made all the videos with him, like with the nukes and stuff, right? So, it is concerning, and I could understand why there would be more. And also by this time, I think that North Korea had already said they did no longer want to pursue reunification with South Korea. So that also happened. So it would make sense that they would want to maybe have their own nukes to fight back. You know what I mean? If they get nuked or, it's so ugly, yeah? This is what happens when the U.S. constantly, right, disregards Korean issues and basically deletes out of the entire anti-war movement. Thanks a lot, all you anti-war hippie protesters. Yeah, they don't give a shit about Korea. Yeah, how about fuck you? How about that? Yeah, it's okay if my people starve. It's okay if my people are cucked. It's okay. No, it's not. And I'm tired of living in this country, right, where Koreans are seen as the privileged race, and then we gotta pay the price, right? Yeah, for living in with a pain that's never acknowledged. So other people get racial justice, but never us. Fuck out of here. The Koreans saying they want to work with the U.S. to collectively establish some sort of joint, something to do with strength and extended deterrence that's more credible, stronger. Okay, I mean, it kind of makes sense to me, though. No one's paying me. No one's getting me no fucking dinners. No one's paying me shit. It just kind of makes sense, though. Right? Maybe it's not pretty enough, right? Yeah, or I'm not sucking on that white dick, fucking this guy. I'm not sucking on fucking Washington fucking Post fucking Consul of Foreign Affairs $2 million apartment freaking his dick, right? Yeah, but even despite that, I have to admit I would like to have a discussion about this stuff, but you know what? The rest of the anti-war movement doesn't need to talk to me. You don't need me. Okay. Whatever. Simply put, INSI handler says we want active information sharing when the U.S. does nuclear war planning because we don't know. Promote the ROK's nuclear consultation group concept that provided the United States and Korea should create a consultative group bringing both high-level security officials and unofficial observers to build greater support for sustained security cooperation and examine options for improving crisis management. This is all happening within the framework of South Korea taking a submissive position to the United States. This is all we want the U.S. to help us. What is the... I don't see anything really anti-American about these requests here. Right? If they're like, fuck the U.S., go home, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I could understand that too, but that's not... What's being championed here is... Right? I saw a video earlier where she was like, China's ramping up and, Korea could use a little bit more U.S. support. This is also in this era, right? At this time, 2023 is after Kim Jong-un is saying all kinds of crazy stuff. I mean, but the U.S. is doing crazy things to the North Koreans. So what do you expect? They're trying to starve the people into submission so that they have a revolution and overthrow their own fucking government. This is ridiculous, man. Can you imagine that they did that that I did that to my neighbor? I fucking barricade their door and say, you're not going to go out and get any fucking food until you fucking do what I want you to do. What kind of shit is that? Covertly send money to the program that Terry controlled at Think Tank 3. Yeah, so she had this big, influential position. What about her appearances on Fox News and PBS and all this other garbage? How about that? I didn't see any... You see how this document does not, right? I showed earlier, right? Yeah, she's making appearances on all these. Is her talks at these think tanks with these officials? Yeah, that's something. But also her talking to NBC and Fox and PBS, right? Yeah, that's also, right, the part of the not-for-profit industrial complex. And they're protecting the names of these agencies. What was the name again? Whatever stupid... No, there was the other one. What was the other stupid one? Council of International, whatever, Council. All these crappy Council of... Fuck all these councils. Fuck all these. Where is this other one? Amateur. She's a pro. She's ridiculous. Think Tank 3. Oh my god. Why are they protecting these spies? What? Why? I swear to God, look at this indictment. They're protecting the spies. Am I right or am I wrong? It's so stupid. They're protecting the spies. Am I right or am I wrong? Center for Strategic International Studies. This shit. Stop studying their lies. Okay. So covertly submitting to the program. Oh, they also discussed. Okay. Best option I could write you an embassy check because if we do it directly without the complicated process involving a third party, which we've been doing so far. Terry said that should get the third party involved because transferring large amounts directly from the RK government would look suspicious. Then discussed special think tanks that they could. Yeah, they're doing this all the time. They're doing this with the local elected leaders. They're doing this with state elected leaders. These not-for-profit industrial agencies, right? Yeah, these unions. There's all kinds of corruption bullshit going on. Okay. All right. Getting suspicious. They already had a meeting with the FBI in 2014, right? I mean, maybe too much time passed. You thought all was over. Know that last time only a check was given, and then mentioned the figure 11,000, a reference to the 11,000 check from the embassy that was deposited about May 22 into unrestricted gift account at Think Tank 3. What is this unrestricted gift accounts? What Sol wants me to ask you is if that will be okay here, and whether there would be an issue if Think Tank 3 was doing an audit. Terry said she was not sure how to go about it because Think Tank 3 was expecting a memo from the ROK Embassy supporting what was nominally a ROK Embassy check. Yeah. On or about March 20, 2023, ROK MFA official texted Sue with a very urgent inquiry. Okay. Was planning to hold an event celebrating ROK US Alliance. The ROK think tank, okay. But needed conference room space. And Think Tank 3 hosted an event with the ROK think tank. Over the next few weeks, at Terry's direction, staff at Think Tank 3 or work to organize an event with the ROK think tank. Okay, this should be, hopefully we'll find them. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Oh my god, we're about to find think tank number 3. Let's just find all of them. Sloppy. The Wilson Center. Fuck the Wilson Center, how about that? Oh, is it here? Oh my god! Oh, well, that's Sumi Terry right there, front and center on the webpage. This is a month ago she was arrested.
Korea's academia and policy orientation,
what should be working on, and that's not to take any.
Party planner, inviting our Korean friends here, and I'm so thankful to see that they
event management.
They made it. But shout out to Kayla and also to Dr. Kim In-sung from KAIS for really helping make this happen. And as you mentioned, I was sitting in this very seat talking about Ukraine and Korea last.
Hold up, wait a minute, okay? We might see, okay, we have white hair here, but he is salt and pepper right here. I'm looking for the guy with that stylish haircut. Where's guy number 3? Could it be this guy? I don't think so.
Sure, thanks, Sue. And before I begin, I just want to thank you and also Kayla and also KAIS.
ROK Intelligence right here.
What we have now, what the current task, like pending task, if we can narrow down the strategy interest. Maybe Ambassador Chen can take the question.
Who are these suckers in the audience, right? White guys, Asian female. Oh my god, come on. Let me see some more of this audience right here. Let's see what's really going on.
Do something like this now.
for member states. Russia will be more angry at ROK for actually
The
supplying.
Korean Association of International Studies. Aha! These international studies, man, you can't trust it. Straight up and down, man.
weapons that can be used against Russian troops. But
Collaboration between
Oh, oh, look, there's an Asian man here. 1, 2, 3, 4 Asian men. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Asian women. 6 right here. Oh, there's actually more guys. Right, there's another one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's more even here. Okay, interesting.
Can US actually comes on the surface, would that has the potential to move into a trilateral format as well? Okay, so do you want to take the question on Mr. on
Who's in the region and
Well, we definitely want to subscribe to this channel.
is asked or wants to do something vis-a-vis
It is
China,
hilarious.
that one of their policy considerations will be.
They are under FBI investigation. The Wilson Institute right here, the Wilson Center. What is this people about? Ukraine? Hamas-Israel war? Yo. Sus. What I got to say about it. Sus. Oh. Okay, they weren't at the front page, okay. Sus. Right, white guys, pretty women right here. Sus. What was that last shit? Okay. Oh, because we did a search for that one thing, 70 years of ROK Alliance past and future. Hilarious. Okay. Wow. It feels good to expose all these shitbags. Okay. So Think Tank 3. Let's go back. Think Tank 3. Now that we know who Think Tank 3 is. The Wilson Center. Ooh. Let's go to the Wilson Center and see who the experts are. You mean dumbasses. Look at these young, attractive females. Director of the Mexico Institute. I'm telling you right now. Yo, tell me I'm wrong, right? Yeah, yo, this is exactly looks like so many other not-for-profits. Come on. This is fucking garbage, man. Tell me Sumi Terry's still here. That would be fucking hilarious. Oh my god. Yeah, let me see. No? Well, it's... Oh, too bad. That would be too funny, though. That would be hilarious. Okay. Ambassador. Mark Green. Tell me you look at these... When you see these types of things, it should just scream CIA, like, in your face, yeah? Ning Hye Cho. Interesting. Was she fired? Why is her picture gone? Interesting. Oh, the Hyundai Motor... This is also a bad tie, because... This is also, we know this is sort of like been wrapped up with, what's her name? Okay. Who is this? From LA. Good looking lady. Looks just like the way they want him. Yeah? Okay. Sure. The junior scholar. Sure, okay. Her picture got taken down. I wonder why. Okay. Are there any more Koreans in the house? Maybe they've all been infiltrated. Mark Jia, that's not. Okay. Shanae Lee. Koreans have this kind of dual name, so it could be, yeah, interesting. Sasakawa. That sounds like Korean. That sounds like Japanese, though. She could be Japanese from, Korean from Japan. Oh, she looks Korean. Hyundai Motor Korean, and once again, yeah, this is, okay, this is, exactly, okay. Yeah, they dumped, Mario Tool, Nasser. Sujin Park. Quite a few Koreans. Interesting, okay. Shojiri. Right. Notice that on this list, there's not a lot of East Asian men. I'm telling you right now, right? Yeah, this is... We don't get the jobs, man. You know, it's so dirty. Do you even want a job with these people? You're going to end up like freaking North Korea International Documentation Project. What is this? Republic of Korea. So, could be intelligence here. Non-resident global fellow, brilliant policy fellow, blah, 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 blah. Blah. Previously he worked in South Korean government and Ministry of Unification. Interesting. She seems like she would definitely be connected, and she's probably getting investigated right now too. Interesting. Okay. For example, during, I'm just gonna, do I have access to the comments right now? I'm gonna see if anybody's watching right now, and I'm gonna put in the comments right now all the identities of all this stuff. Yeah. Okay. She's probably getting investigated. Interesting. Okay, I don't have access to comments. Okay, whatever. I'll get to it later. 3 is Wilson. Okay, I remember that. Who's number 1? I'm gonna find every one of these fucks. North Korea conducts solid fuel engine. Blah 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 blah. Okay. So the ROK wants extended deterrence. Fuck the By the way, I also have recorded. They look so CIA, but I recorded my interactions with Peace Action. In a January 19th article, Terry echoed NIS Handler 3's message by recommending the U.S. rotate more nuclear-capable weapons. Do you really want more nuclear weapons around? I mean, honestly, it's sad. I mean, not really, but because it can't be trusted and because of all this garbage going around, like, what other choice do we have? Like, it's disgusting. How about just having an honest conversation? How about that? Instead of all this manipulation bullshit. And taking the pretty girls out to eat at expensive restaurants while dudes like me is out here begging. Yo, fuck you. How about that? Let's create a nuclear consultation group with the U.S., which would involve South Korean in decision making. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, this is not fucking rocket science. Like this, as someone who just like a nuclear decision process and more active information sharing in North Korea. Okay. Want active information when the U.S. does nuclear planning because we don't know. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, the U.S. is doing their own thing. I get that. Okay, like they won't necessarily tell. Well, who knows if the South Korean government is actually like secure, right? Like they should also be involved somewhat, right? Yeah, but I could understand that there's to an extent, right? They're gonna know some things, and to an extent, like also the U.S. is gonna keep their hand hidden to an extent. Like it's gonna be both, but there should be some more cooperation. That would be more active information. I mean, yeah, you want to know, right? Like you can't really blame them. So, okay. Like, I don't think there's anything rocket science. You don't need to be taking people $3,000, buying them $3,000 coats and shit. This just seems like very common sense shit. In her January 2023 article, she promoted the ROK's nuclear consultation group concepts that the handler had provided. Sounds like a common sense idea, whatever, okay. During the January 10th, 2023 dinner, the handler also discussed how the ROK NIS could covertly send money to the program. Okay, this money going in, and if there's evidence of this actually happening, then this is not cool, right? This repeated conversation about sneaking in money, yeah, that's real shiesty. Okay, Miss $2 million apartment, you don't need that money. Provided another gift to Terry's program, but unfortunately, right, there's so much crookedness going on that this is just kind of like standard procedure. We gotta reject this kind of behavior. Anyways, okay. $11,000 from the OK Embassy was deposited May 22 into unrestricted gift account at Wilson Center. Fuck the Wilson Center. Terry and NIS handler discussed NIS handler's check, providing the check from the RSK Embassy. They told Terry what Seoul wanted to ask was if it would be okay here, whether there'd be issue if Wilson has to do an audit. Okay, they should be getting audited right the fuck now. On about 2023, they texted Sue Me Terry, the defendant, with a very urgent inquiry. Okay, was planning to hold an event celebrating ROK U.S. Alliance, but needed conference room space. Fucking conference room space. Paid $25,000 to Wilson for expenses associated with the April 18th, 2023 event. Well, let's go see what happened there. This is just too hilarious. $25,000, huh? Wilson Center. Huh? The Latin American program. Panama. Oh, 7 years of ROK Alliance. Okay, this one, okay. Exactly. $25,000 for this one here. She's right on. Wow, so proud. Where is the Woodrow Wilson Center? Is this in D.C.? Where is this crap? Glendale, New York. No. The Wilson Center. Oh, on Pennsylvania Avenue. Okay. That is where? That is D.C.? I think that's Washington, D.C. Boo! Boo! Oh my goodness. Okay, let's keep going here. Consistent with her discussions from the NIS Handler 3, Sumi Terry got a $26,000 check. What, $4,000 freaking coach wasn't enough? Get the fuck out of here. Okay, received a call from this official 3, MFA official. Okay, there's ROK. Is this? Okay, whatever. That there were already many articles written on this topic. Yeah, this is not really. She's not saying anything that's really like next level here. Okay. Citing articles pertaining to the geopolitical relations between ROK and Japan. Terry then texted, so for me to write an op-ed, I need the following information listed. Series of questions about ROK-Japan relations. Okay, that's fair, right? Yeah, you want to know the most current stuff going on. So she was given answers to the question, and then published an article, South Korea takes a brave step towards reconciliation with Japan. Yes, that's not going to go down easy, okay? The article was broadly consistent with the response sent by ROK Official 3. I mean... Okay. It didn't... What did she say that was so next level? Okay. I hope you like the article. Wow. Okay, this is not good. Okay, this is too much right here. Okay, this is, it's a little weird. Thank you so much for your zeal and endeavors. Of course we do. Blah, blah, blah. We're the ambassador and they're happy with your writing. Okay. She's writing an article, and then she said, we can provide you $500 for this. Agreed to write articles. What would you like me to write on? Okay. I was asked to write articles for the RFK campaign. Fuck that. I'm not here to get paid to write articles. I'm here to expose Nick Brana and his fucking theft and his abuse of fucking workers. How about that? Yeah? I'm not here to fucking write articles for $500. Get the fuck out of here. No. No. Right? I'm gonna write some articles and that's why I'm not gonna pour on shit? You must be kidding me. Anyways, yeah. On or about April 27th, as requested by ROK Official 2, and considering our official K2's messaging, published an article in the ROK newspaper to tell the ROK US Summit a more solid road ahead for 70 years of alliance, and a long article, Biden UN Summit strengths to US ROK alliance. Yeah, does it? I think this is really pro, like, U.S., like, Korean relations here, isn't it? Like, a huge amount of money. Definitely corny, definitely whack, definitely sus. Mirroring the exact language, right? The solid fuel, how do you know? It's worth investigating. I can't say that, you know. As a CIA expert. Who made you the CIA expert anyways, right? Don't you have any sources that could confirm this stuff on your own? I mean, you talking to the top cats in the ROK, I mean, it seems like... You know. What was her role with the CIA again? Let me look again. She's a White House analyst. What is this? A White House official. What is her CIA analyst? What? Yeah, exactly. She's a member of the U.S. National Security Council. What is this? Oh my God. Okay. During the interview, she admitted in substance and in part that she resigned in lieu of termination from the CIA. What? Because the CIA had problems with Terry's contact with ROK. And interesting. So she's in a voluntary interview with FBI agents. Okay. June. This is actually, okay, last year. But she wasn't really arrested. So there's things going on. Okay. During the June 5th, 2023 voluntary interview, she had further admitted that after she left the CIA, she was in contact with NIS Handler 1 who she knows to be a ROK NIS officer in New York. And what about this guy, right? Yeah. Max Boot. Very interesting. Okay. During her June 5th voluntary interview, okay, she'd been in contact with both hands, 1 and 2. Did I talk about 1? Okay, 2. Permanent or acting ROK NIS Chief of Station in Washington, D.C. Okay, not in New York, but in D.C. And she was then in contact with successor number 3, who she understood was the current NIS Chief of Station in D.C. Aha! Okay, let's take, okay, so I was looking at the New York Embassy. Let's look, okay. Embassy, Korea, Embassy, D.C. Do they have a Facebook? Official website in English. Okay. This screen is out of service. Okay, I don't even know what that means. Oh my goodness, I can't read this shit. What is this? Is there an English version, please? Alright. It says in English, god damn it. Oh, English, thank God, okay. Well. Hello? Hello? Requesting, thank God, okay. I think it's translating it? Okay, it's taking some time, okay. What is this? Sub-Saharan Africa. What? Outdoor corrections. Okay, so. Wikyobu, whatever that is, okay. What? Northeast Asia. Okay, want to go to North America. Consulate General? Embassy? Honest? I don't really know. Where's the DC office? Embassy? I think it's the embassy, right? What did it say here? Contact of station, RKNS Chief of Station in Washington, D.C. Okay. Approximately 20 times, and they dined in sushi restaurants. She received gifts. Okay, so she knows the bag is up. She acknowledged she was a source and that she would provide valuable information for the intelligence service. Okay. She further admitted she had informed the handler that she was invited to meet with U.S. Secretary of State and to provide a meeting with the detail. Okay. So she basically confessed everything. She did the staff members, because she also admitted to this. Did not inform others of Think Tank 3 that, okay. Wilson, that they were actually part of the ROK intelligence agency. During the same interview, she admitted that during the sushi dinner, that to share details with the prior move with the U.S. Ambassador to Japan, and that she did so. And was the first person to bring to her attention the idea of a nuclear consultative group. Okay. Okay. Then the defendant further admitted that the handler had provided ROK NIS funding for terrorist activities at Think Tank 3. She could have talked to me, I probably would have come with a similar idea. I'm not, you know what I mean? This is not really rocket science, right? South Koreans want to be consulted when you're bringing nuclear weapons to their into their neighborhood. I mean, I think anybody would want that. This is not rocket science, but okay. All right, so during her June 5th voluntary interview, Sumi Terry, the defendant, further admitted that NIS Handler 3 had provided ROK NIS funding for Terry's activities at Wilson through checks issued by the ROK Embassy. Interesting. When discussing her contacts, Terry pleaded that she had made mistakes and twice raised her voice to FBI while admitting her conduct was bad. Okay, so she's getting nervous. She's getting scared now. So they did a search at the same time, on or about. So could be before, could have been after. They seized the handbag. Fuck the handbag. Fuck the Christian Dior. Fuck the Louis Vuitton bag. Good. Okay. A cell phone has been also taken. Okay. Log indicated that between October and June, exchanged more than 100 encrypted voice calls. Okay. According to the member of the Farron unit, then never registered, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah. Okay, conspiracy to violate the Foreign Agents Registration Act. Okay, so she's being, in furtherance of the conspiracy to affect the illegal object, therefore suing Terry, committed the following overt acts in Manhattan, New York. Contact with MFA Terry, publishing in Magazine 1. I pray that there's okay. Terry publishing or RK Japan Relations. Count 2, failure to register. Okay. Forfeiture allegation. Yeah, she got thousands of dollars. Come on. And she was warned. If any of the above described forfeitable property cannot be located upon the exercise of due diligence, has been transferred to a sold, or has been something in value, then they will seek forfeiture of the property, or they will take defendant for the value of the property. Okay. Interesting. Who signed this one? Why is it redacted here? Weird. Let's look at who's Damian Williams, who has such a... Aha! Interesting, interesting. Chief Securities and Commodities Fraud Task Force. Okay, there's a lot of fraud going on in the Manhattan. Prosecuted white-collar cases. How's that been going? He reported to Chris Collins for insider trading lying to FBI. Oh, he prosecuted Congressman Chris Collins. That's pretty cool. To Sheldon Silver. Meh. Could be a political attack. He's at Harvard University and a Master's in Philosophy and International Relations. What? He served as a law clerk to Merrick Garland. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So let's write to the husband now. And they have a kid too, by the way, I believe. I don't know if it's his kid. They do have a kid. Interested. Korean American activists. Investigating the case of Sue Mi Terry. As a former CIA agent and White House staffer, it is odd to think that as Sue Mi Terry was completely surrounded by colleagues from where? From intelligence? That she would not be aware of problems related to gifts from foreign agencies, but it is my guess that these rules are violated all the time. Mayor Adams Was it Turkey? Where did that go, by the way? Just kind of like went away. I made a hilarious Mayor Adams, Turkey. Yeah. Weird stuff going on with Turkey. And Biden's son also had a ridiculous job in the Ukraine. So, international shenanigans seems to be par for the course. Of interest is this guy, Chris Hahn, who apparently, on his free time, likes to visit Spain and then break into the embassy to try and reportedly free North Korean defectors. Wow. And you can see that Sumi Terry by name on his website. It's very odd. It's very odd. Also, should I send this one right here? Seo-hyun Lee. Who is this? She might be part of South Korean intelligence too, yeah? Like, look, you can't trust none of this shit, yeah? Casey Lachig, you know what I mean? Yeonmi Park, yo, this Korea Society nonsense, yo, it's so scummy. Who is this? Ted Speaker, yo, look at this shit right here, yeah? Yo, I'm telling you, Colombia, yo, this is... You have a YouTube channel? Oh, I gotta see this one. Okay, let's see what this is about. Yo, this is just the most bizarrozoid shit you've ever seen in your life. Okay, what is this? Oh, wow. Want to come on my show? I doubt it. Okay, where's the Korean men at? Let's see, are there any? Oh, the highest ranking North Ri Jong-ho. Okay, interesting. Let's see if I get to have a conversation here. Why isn't anybody like this? She's just as good looking as Yeonmi Park. Maybe even better in some ways, right? Yeah. Interesting. That's North Korea. Okay. Oh wow, you actually have a Pyongyang. Are you from New York City? What? Testimony UN Security Council, March 17, 2023. You know who else got to go there? Freaking Jimmy Dore. I swear to God, this is all CIA.
Came out of Kim Jong-un's head after we experienced his brutal executions and killing of his own stepbrother and uncle.
Could be. The Committee for Human Rights in North Korea. Okay. Some people get to be somebody in this world. We gotta be real suspicious. Let's see if she has any information about herself. Oh, I thought for a second I saw it. Because I saw that makeup, I thought it was Yeonmi Park for a second.
And 서현, 성주, 티모디, existence and the beauty of human freedom.
Is she? Oh, what?
Yes, man. And at this very moment,
When did this come out? 3 years ago? What? Okay.
Experiences.
I'm very interested to see how these two line up together. Did we stop the thing yet? No, we haven't yet. Okay.
The human rights abuses by the regime, but have also become very
Since we left North Korea, but my mom, she still unconsciously whispers directly into my ears. Because after living in North Korea more than 55 years, now it become her habit. And it could be funny to other people, but
who many of you may know. Yeonmi, you have had an extraordinarily challenging, but equally very incredibly inspiring story. And so I want to move to you and ask, what makes it so difficult for North Korean people to escape North Korea? Yeonmi, I want to turn to you.
yeah, thank you, Jim, for your question. And hi, everyone. Good evening. I am very grateful to have this new technology to be able to talk about my experience and also the people who are trying to escape out of North Korea. As Jim just mentioned, of course, like I went through some hardship.
Have come from probably 20th century to 21st century.
Let me see if she has anything about Pyongyang on her thing. I think it calls Voice of North Korea. Okay, let's see. Pyongyang. None. Interesting. I wonder if she has any of her work from there. Let's see, where is this? Okay. Car Center. Okay, let's take a look. Policy, okay. Does she have anything on that there? Car Center, nothing. Seems like she might have something. Why would she not also link to that, or a little weird? All kinds of weird shit going on. Anyways, let's finish this letter over here. Let's see what she's up to nowadays. Oh yeah? I've been giving them a hard time, right? Yeah, about how she only has like white guys and black guys on in this fake diversity thing. So she should be starting to upload if they want me to keep fucking making noise about it. Who the fuck is this old ass white guy? And who the fuck is this guy here? Now they have a black guy, okay. But she has no time for another Korean American producer like myself, right? A Korean American activist. I was the only Korean American that went to visit her when she came to New York City with Blexit. But the handlers decided that I can't have a conversation with her. What? Yo, these guys look like CIA much to you? Yo, you trust this shit? Hell no. Hell no. Seems real weird to me, man. It's very odd. Anyways. Single federal office. Every single New York State Assembly and Senate member, and also New York City Council. most histories. The U.S. presidential candidates. The first use of the Korean language in U.S. history, I believe. Check it out. 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 Yeah, it's just the whole thing's fucking weird, yeah? Let's send them this one over here. Oh, look, it's my presidential debate with the use of the Korean language. Look how ridiculous that is, yeah? And no one gives a shit. Exactly. Fuck them. Wow. Do you know Chris On? Oh, did I mention about the Chris On and how he did, like, in his spare time goes to fucking yeah. Wow. Oh, yeah. Okay. This is a wow. Of course, the interest of this guy, Chris On, who apparently on his free time likes to do spinning the brick drive. Wow. Okay. It's very odd. It is odd. As a Korean American, born in this country, and it's my mom being from North Korea, I've always been I can't get answers like other people can. It's wrapped up and hidden under these mountains of misinformation. I am interested. I never see her takes as really being that the money, but her takes are not really that fantastic. Some of the longest wrongfully incarcerated men, state history, and national history, the disabled. Who else? The poor, people in public housing and more. These groups, because like me, their problems are not acknowledged. Victims of academic abuse. And someone who has had a high level job, also emailing this to some of my political allies. This is hilarious. Shiva. Things up. One of these Axis games. Fuck it. I'm very interested to see what's going on here. indictment. The PDF. Was it Sumi? Testimony. Center and what's the other one? Council on fucking International Studies, some bullshit. What is it? These fucking pretentious ass organizations. Pretentious, Council of Pretentious Relations. Studies. Oh, it's listed right on the fucking thing. Man, I'm doing on smartphone. Hold up. Council for Strategic and International Studies. And I don't see any real. She promotes Ukraine and this kind of thing. Disgusting. Or kind of but frankly, same as what I expect. Elites. System refuse to acknowledge. Anyways, I think this is it seems to me Queens being flushed out. She had PBS and Fox and NBC and CNN. She had access everywhere. The whole entire community. Entire. I'm just going through the conservative men and New York State and national history and disabilities. Second largest for a minority. Oh, let me put you up in there. International. Korea Saudi. And Kevin now. When you need them. This feels like Korean's back in line. Rich people. Goose compensation for shit that ain't just stuff that anybody else could say. his husband, yeah. Mark Boot, yeah. Okay, Mark Boot. Max Boot, okay. What should I put in here? Wow. Or not. Particularly that fantastic personally. Their problems are not acknowledged. Job with the best post on most of the knowing this to some unpolitical allies to get their issues addressed. They might be back with some. First interests. So the allocate values for less brain are not good. Leaks, and I specialize when I'm happy with people. It's the best topic. What does this mean? consulted and made aware. These comments for people that anybody else could say. Become blinds. Okay, that's it now. We'll stop the stream. Goodbye. Party, there's not much else I can do. We'll let you know if I hear back from incoming official US 2 was rumored to be a finalist to cover Asia from the NSC. Interesting. Later that evening, ROK official following with Terry writing, "Sorry for late night next. Sick, whatever. Have you met blank delegation wonders?" What? Every Republican who was blank at the party but blank was not there. There are too many blanks, man. Every Republican who was. So maybe it's a Republican person. Okay, interesting. What is going on here anyways? Less than 2 months later, on or about February 7th, Sumi Terry, 2017. It's not so long ago. Not so close, but not so far. Next year, okay. Less than 2 months later, okay, so it's, yeah, after the 2016 stuff. She testified before the U.S. House of Representatives, countering the North Korean threat, new steps in U.S. policy in connection with the presidential testimony. She again signed, "Are you a active registered under FARA?" And she said no. Okay, but I guess there's a case there. Okay, so they're asking her to do favors. Is she getting paid? I mean, when does the $37,000 go in? That's what I want to know. So right, yeah, but at this point, as reward with luxury goods, aha. So here, right, they have. Here's the, first of all, they're doing favors, so we start to have the favors, but now the favors are starting to be rewarded. Now we're getting into weird. Now this is the problem. Okay, so as described in further detail in late 2018-2019, during a private meeting in Washington D.C. at the request of NIS handlers, whom Terry contemporaneously described to think tank 2 as ROK. You know, this triggers me every time I see this shit for real. I'm just so pissed about this lack of transparency and disrespect to the. I'm a taxpayer. This is ridiculous. Yeah. Well, am I a taxpayer? Unfortunately, I'm broke as shit, so I'm not paying taxes. But this is ridiculous, man. Look, I have no more money. I got fucking my student loans killed. The meeting was held on the auspices of Think Tank 2, where Terry was then employed, and was attended among others the director of the ROK-NIS, a senior official from the U.S. Department of Defense, and a former senior CIA official. She's a former CIA official. She's a decorated former CIA senior official. Afterwards, the NIS handler to thank Terry for organizing the meeting, and 8 months later, gifted her a $3,000, coat and a $3,000 handbag. Okay, so that's months later. So should have sent it back. Don't take gifts from foreign nationals. How about that? Okay. On or about 2018, the defense spoke by phone with NIS handler 2. That same day, Terry emailed the head of Think Tank 2 that she had just received a call from South Carolina National Census because the director of RK Sean DC would have an intimate roundtable with Think Tank 2. I mean, that makes sense, right? Yeah. They want to have access, okay? Stop kissing the ass of these academic, corrupt-ass bullshit, okay? Korea Society, F them. Council of Foreign Relations, fuck them. All these groups, nah, they're whack. They're whack. Oh my god. I can't stand them. They want in. I get it. They want to be at the big boys' table. But guess what? The big boys' table has already made a decision. Yeah? They decide that you do not qualify. Okay, anyways. Well, she got up. She got to be somebody. Anyways, she has a powerful husband, right? Yeah. And over the course of the next 2 weeks, Terry and the handler discussed attendees by text message. Okay. And they was willing to name attendees to Seoul for review and approval. Okay. So, you know what? Like, if I was gonna have like the freaking president of